And we are live. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm here with Lisa from Zina's Place, and I actually feel like I've known Lisa for a long time just because I have talked to her a little bit in the chats, and I love the fact that she named her practice, her channel, after her mom. So
Thanks.
So welcome. Thank you for being here. Tell me about Zina. I want to know more about Zina.
So I had a feeling you might ask.
Okay.
So I picked out my favorite cute little picture. This was me and my mom, and you can tell, there I am at the piano with her. She says I sang before I talked.
Oh.
So there's one, and there's another one too. I don't know. So that's Zina.
Oh, they're cute. Yeah.
She was wonderful. She was a terrific mom. Lots of great experiences. Lived in Africa for quite a while. Now traveled a lot. Yeah, didn't always make the best life decisions here on this planet, but we all have. So, but she was always my really best friend, and when she passed, hey Nancy, hi everyone.
Yes, and Andrea,
when she passed, it was kind of weird, Allie, actually, to be honest with you. I actually felt a transference of energy of some sort.
Oh, wow.
It was really strange. And on my way out after she passed, I looked up at the sky, and for about a fleeting moment, there was a little rainbow. It was a fleeting moment. Have you ever done those double takes where you look and you're like, whoa, what did I just see? And then I look back and it wasn't there. But what I heard in my head was rainbows. It's going to be rainbows. Okay, Lisa, it'll be rainbows. And I feel like that's all she had the energy to muster at that point in time.
At that point. Yeah.
Just so many psychic things about her. And then when I got home, I just always felt very, very much like I don't know. In fact, I'm feeling a little dizzy right now that she didn't really move on. Like she decided to hitch a ride or something. And I remember looking in the mirror one morning, and I actually saw her. I could see her face through my eyes. And I remember saying to her, Mom, I'm scared. This really scares me. And then that was done. And that, yeah. So,
well, that's so interesting you say that, because when I was about 40, I remember looking out of my eye into the mirror that was over here, and I saw my mother there. It was me, but I saw her likeness in me. And at first I thought it was just me recognizing that I was my mother's daughter, but maybe it was actually her, like you. Yeah. Wow.
It was crazy. And you know what, Allie? I didn't pick up the tarot for a long time after that.
Okay. But she was the one that introduced you to it.
She was the one who introduced me to it. She was going through a separation and picked up some tarot cards, as you might be wont to do during that kind of period.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
And of course, I was really drawn to them. And I think I told you before we got on, she was really that kind of neat mom where when I got my hands on them, it wasn't like, these are mine, don't touch them. She was like, well, so what do you want to know? You want to read for me? I'll read for you. Let's read together.
That's really fun. That's really, yeah. Were you an only child?
No, my little sister. I had a little sister, but I do know that she has the mom always loved you best complex, no doubt about it. So.
That happens, unfortunately, whether it's true or not. We kind of tend to think, well, she liked doing this with you, she didn't do it with me, whatever. Yeah, I get it completely. So she was a singer.
She was a singer. She was a singer in a rock and roll band. She sang. Her most professional gig was in Africa, in Cameroon, at the Yaoundé Montfebe. And
my word!
For the band there. That was fun.
Okay.
Did all kinds of stuff.
So she sang publicly, obviously, in a club or a nightclub or something. Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow.
She also went to. She's just loving this. I can hear her. She's loving this. She went to the High School of Performing Arts that is featured in the movie Fame.
Oh, well, what do you know about that?
Was a classmate of Jessica Walters. Do you remember her from? And Al Pacino.
Wow, that's fabulous. My mom was a lot older when she had me. She was 35 when she had me. And that was old then. Now it's probably not so old to have children, but I had two older brothers, and she was in a play or something where she sang in an operetta. So she brought that love of music in. And then I had an aunt who was related to me by marriage, and she played the organ. So we would all stand around and sing all these beautiful songs together. Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah. It's a nice way to live, nice way to grow up. It really is.
I love it. I was surrounded by music the whole time. And I got to perform too, like
Yes.
I remember at one point she had a job as in a dinner theater, as an actress in a dinner theater, and we got to play the kids in Flower Drum Song, which was fun.
Oh wow. So you got to work with her on stage.
I did. Oh yeah. A few times.
Fabulous.
Yeah, she was Yeah, it reminds me that particular place back in the day, you didn't know what a gay person was. She knew what a gay person was, but you didn't really know. And
right.
there were a lot of men in that particular outfit, which reminds me, so happy Pride Month and all.
Oh yeah, Pride Month. Yes.
But you never knew it back then, So looking back on it, it's sort of a fun memory in that.
It is. It is. I remember when I was in college. When I was a sophomore in college, about 1975, I had a lot of gay friends, but I was like, I knew all their secret, but nobody else did. And I remember going with them to a gay bar because they asked me if I'd go. And I said, yeah, I'll go. But I don't want to be bothered by any, can you look out for me? And they did. But it was like $1 a drink. And I had a 20. And boy, oh boy, I tell you, and they had a lit dance floor, like in John Travolta, and it was so much fun, honestly. And I've just always just loved all my friends, and, kept their secret for them when I had to, but I'm so happy that there's no more secrets for most of them anymore. So
I just love it. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it really is.
I think it's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrea had a bit of a Hollywood background. Her mom was in showbiz, and so she was also able to be in her Christmas shows. That's awesome, Andrea. I didn't know that about you. Wow. Okay.
How fun is that?
It is fun.
Yeah. I love it. I'm so glad. Like I said, just glad she gave that gift to me or passed it on or whatever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That love for singing. And, when you were on with Jane, and she's here. Hi, Jane. It's good to see you.
Hey, I'm not.
You were singing away. Good Morning Starshine. It was so nice. It's one of my favorites. It really is.
That's a great one. That was one of her favorites. Oh, in fact, that was one of the first musicals she ever took us to, Hair.
Oh, she did? Oh my God.
And we were little kids in the audience, and there were people there who were not feeling that was
dressed very well. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I loved the choice. I was okay with it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. How much fun is that? So you have been and are a professional singer and a music teacher. Is that correct? Yeah.
What I do. Yeah. Usually.
Voice? Is it voice or piano?
Or voice and piano. Voice. I'm also a drummer.
Mm-hmm. Are you?
Yeah.
Do you do some of the drumming, the Indian drumming as well?
Well, I don't mostly a regular rock set, but I'm not opposed to that. And I actually play a cardboard box in a game, a band called Box Girl and the Beatniks. So that's a lot of fun. But Allie, I'm so glad you're bringing up the music, because lately I've been thinking that there's this synergy that's happening for me. And because I am educated in music, right? I have a BA in music. Yep. And my mom with the rainbows, how she gave me that signal about the rainbows, and then all the spirituality with chakras. And I just sort of feel like there's something coming for me right now that's going to have something to do with chakras and music and tones. I learned this weekend, which I thought for sure the base chakra would start with A, as that's the first note of the music alphabet, but it's not true. It's C. So I was thinking, maybe just, anyway, I'm about to explore all of that. I'm really excited.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, rainbows, music, and spirituality. I think those three things coming together are going to be amazing.
Absolutely, because when you're using your throat chakra, and you're actually using your whole body, because you're using your diaphragm as well, and you're raising that vibration. So yes, it is a prayer. It is a meditation, and it's certainly part of. And I think we all need it. you know, we say, oh, we can't sing, or, you know, I sing in the shower, and it doesn't matter. It's bringing in that life energy into your body, and it does. It makes you feel good. It makes you, oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that vibration, right? And
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to discovering if the vibration of the color is in some way equal to the vibration of the sound. Like if they're on the same, like I haven't done enough diving just yet. I can't,
Okay.
but I did
Yeah.
get numbers today, and
Good.
just very excited about
That
this.
is exciting. I bought my husband the chakra bowls
You
for his
did?
birthday last year, and we haven't delved into them enough yet. And I also bought him the tuning forks.
See, now
And
that,
he did the tuning fork, but oh my God, the resonance, it was unbelievable. So yes, I think that with someone that has your education and knowledge in that area, you could teach us a lot about it, and it would be wonderful. Yeah.
I know I'm excited. I'm
I
excited.
think yeah, you should be. Yeah, absolutely. Andrea says, yep, it's a high vibration from right off from the beginning. So yes. Hi, Dana. I'll put your question up here. We're going to talk a little bit more, and then we'll definitely do some readings for you. Okay. Thank you. If anybody else wants to put anything up, that's fine. That's fine.
So as I said, Allie, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just going to.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
About remember I told you when Zina passed, I just couldn't touch tarot, right?
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. And then Jane, I don't know, I was doing some stuff, but I was sort of dabbling back in it, but not too much. And then Jane got Kipper cards for Christmas. And so I went on a Kipper card dive and found Sarah M. Lyons' cute little Lenormand. And so that's how I got to Lenormand.
Okay. Okay.
So Zina.
Yeah, they are cute too. Yeah, they are. And obviously you have the knowledge in that field, so that it probably didn't take you too long to figure out what you found in those Kipper or those Lenormand cards.
Yeah, and you know what's really interesting? I watch other people do it, and I'm not doing it like traditionally, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that Zina just was able to communicate. And, you know, before she left, I think that's interesting too. We had made the agreement that like Houdini and his mom, remember? We always say that, you know, come through in tarot if you can come through in tarot. And we had really made that agreement. But sometimes I think maybe that's a more difficult way, especially for people who've just recently passed.
Absolutely.
To communicate. And that this deck is just so easy to throw the messages through that's why it's working so well.
It is. And I think in the past we had to have that traditional read, or we felt like we had to learn how to do it, and we had to know exactly what it meant. And now it's so much more free, and all of us get the message that we're meant to get, and we're able to communicate that message just as good as any other person can, you know. So that's fabulous.
Yeah, and the way I feel about the Lenormand cards, in fact, I think I told you also that I'm thinking, well, I bought my resale license yesterday, so I guess I'm doing more than thinking about it, going down to local fairs and selling Lenormand cards and chakra stuff. And I just feel like if we can get people doing these at home and getting to their own, you know, I think they're so healing, no matter what cards you choose.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I saw today that Terry, who has her own channel, Terry Suzuki, she's going to be going to a like a exposition, and she's going to be doing something similar. So with now COVID being a little less problemsome, you know, we can get out there and get our, you know, get our name and get our place out there. Marsha wonders if you'll be selling them maybe on your channel as well.
That's interesting. Cute little Lenormand cards. You know, I'm in touch with her, Sarah M. Lyons, and now that I have a resale license, okay, let me see what happens. When I signed up for that, I think I checked no on the internet, but I don't think it would take much time.
You never know. Yeah, you never know.
I thought about
spirit is really talking. Zina's talking, but spirit is also talking.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, that was surprising because, you know, I told you recently I bought a pendulum, and I'm all freaked out about that. And when I wanted to ask the question, is it Zina? And I was so hoping for a yes, but it's not her. It's some other spirit, which is okay.
All right. Well, she's directing. She's with that person, I'm sure. She's directing that person to you. So that's really awesome. I'm really happy about that for you. So this morning when I was on with Deb, we talked a little bit about discomfort, I guess. Deb was saying she's uncomfortable charging people. And so we wanted to bring that. We wanted to do a little talking about that as well here. And one of the things that we talked about before we came on here today was the idea that it is an energy exchange, and what is wrong with, with having that energy exchange. And also the fact that we are on here on YouTube, pretty much not giving away, but yes, giving away the energy and giving mini readings, even though they're not all, seemingly as personal as some of the other readings are. So I want to let you open up the conversation and see what you have to say about it, Lisa.
Well, thanks, Allie. I
Sure.
was watching Deb this morning. You guys went with Deb, and she just brought up how she feels, uncomfortable charging, and I like that you brought up that one gal who charges so much money, and yeah. So
Yeah.
what happened for me? What it brought up for me was that I'm a musician, right?
Right.
And musicians don't get paid. We just don't get paid for the amount of money that we should. The hours should equal the hours, as far as I'm
It should.
concerned. I went to school. I got my music degree. I did everything that I don't know. I've got my 10,000 hours. I've got more than enough, right? That
Yeah.
I can compensate.
You put in your time and you paid your dues, basically.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, club owners will give you that really minimal amount of money, $200 for 4 people for 4 hours, and you're like. And what happens is there are musicians who are willing to work for that. So therefore, that's the going rate.
I see. Okay.
So I don't know. I guess what came up for me was that, wow, I'm experiencing that in music. Here I am. I've been reading since 10.
Yep.
I educate myself daily on a daily basis. I'm good at what I do. Why shouldn't I get some type of monetary compensation for it? And I'm not saying that's the only thing I want. I'm just saying that.
Oh, no. That isn't the point. Yeah.
And that 45 for my half hour for reading is the same as my 45 half hour for music,
So Butterfly Kisses, Sue says she doesn't charge people. She was going to, thought about it, but I don't feel it's right. But people are welcome to donate. Now, I like that. And, because there might be people that really need something, but they don't have the money to give. But, if somebody gave $5 or even $1, whatever, or an energy exchange, I know that I've had that done. Juno makes beautiful capes and things like that. She embroiders them and everything. And she made one for me, and it's gorgeous, and so there's an energy exchange. Doesn't have to necessarily be money. But I think there are people out there who are gouging. There are people that are gouging, and it makes it really, really hard for those of us who, feel funny about asking for anything. But at the same time, I have a guy coming to fix my lawnmower. It's not working. The belt's off. $120 an hour to fix my lawnmower. I don't make 120. I don't even make half of that an hour. So, there are people out there that have an expertise in something that I don't. And so I have to call upon them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can understand your point very well. And I also can understand some, like Sue, feeling a little odd about it or whatever. But, we have to remember that we deserve abundance. All of us do. Every one of us do. Yeah. And, we shouldn't turn it away. But
a lot of that comes from those silly little monetary units,
Oh, the pieces of paper and the medals. Yes. Craig, $300 an hour for a reading. Wow.
Yeah. I just went to Gregory Scott and paid, I think it was $175, but honestly, can I tell you, it was worth it.
Okay.
It was worth it. I learned so much, and I have a video of it, so it's mine to keep,
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's all in I'm just saying, don't be afraid to ask for
Don't be afraid.
It's your time. You've done the education. You've put in the time.
Absolutely.
If you're an educated, qualified person, right, who has had lots of experience over the 10,000 hours that's required to be an expert, then I say, why shouldn't you be compensated? I'm just saying and I'm not saying you should. It's just that you should be able to be and feel
able to be. Yeah, I agree. Now, this particular girl, Teal Swan, who I watched this documentary, she's the same age as my son, so she's 37. and she's been doing this for 17 years. So she was 20 when she started. You know, no offense to anybody that's young, but I just kind of think you don't know enough at 20 to know what the heck's going on, you know, and not that you have to be old, you know, but you do have to have some experience. And I guess that's pretty much, you know, the way that I look at it. So, and everybody it's a different period of time for everybody. So, wow. Very good. Well, so who did you read for when you were a little girl? Did you start
My
reading
mom.
for friends? Oh, you just read for mom?
My mom, and
Okay.
you know, my sister, but mostly my mom. You know, and then just for myself.
Yeah, yeah,
Myself a lot, and then friends if they, you know, if they came over.
sure.
But yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Susan Lynn, who I've worked with before, who's a wonderful medium and has her own channel here, she recommended that all of us pull any card. It doesn't matter if it's an oracle or a tarot or Lenormand, whatever, but once a day you should pull a card and keep track of it. Yeah, I know. And absolutely keep track of it, and you will see a pattern, and you will also be able to track what's been going on with you and how you feel about it. And I can't speak enough to that. I think that's very helpful for people, whether you're a reader or you're not a reader.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I need to get into journaling more for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I take, well, I guess I do sort of journal. I take pictures of it, right? So that's sort of a
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. It
It
is. You're
is.
watching and you can see what happened.
You can see what happens. Yeah. I'm breaking into the automatic writing information that I'm hoping to teach, because I'm a writing teacher, number one, and literature. And I figure then that's in my purview. And now I just have to figure out how to teach how to do it automatically. And, you know, it's really just listening to spirit. It's tuning out everything else and getting the message from above, and just another way of connecting. But I'm pretty excited for you with this whole new sort of area that you're delving into. That's pretty cool.
It feels promising, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
you're
hard
awesome.
to like give up being a music teacher. And even like Gregory said, you don't have to give it up. Just do it simultaneously, right? There's nothing wrong with doing that. So I
No,
think
that's right. That's right. Because
yeah.
I haven't been able to give up teaching, even though I'm really quite tired
Oh, yeah.
of teaching after 23 years. But you know what? This is my zen, and I can see that you probably also have that feeling. I can just tell from the way you are, you know, when I've watched you with Jane, and you know, you just have that bubbly thing going on. It's
Well, you
wonderful.
have to follow your joy, Allie. And I'll
You
tell you
do.
honestly, so on, when was it? So the Strawberry Festival was Sunday, and on Saturday for about 2 hours, I thought I was going to get to sit down and read cards at the Strawberry Festival.
Oh,
I
okay.
did, because they accepted my money, and I really thought I was going to have a booth, and I was all excited. For 2 hours, I was so happy. I was
Uh-huh.
happier than I have been in years. I was so happy. I was bouncing around the house. Oh my gosh, what do I have to do? What am I going to do? You know what? And then it
Yeah.
turned out that they denied me because there were too many of us, which I thought was a really good sign.
No, that's crazy.
Well,
Oh,
but it's okay, because and then I went there the next day and walked around and saw. So it was
okay.
good. It wasn't just there. Spirit
Uh-huh.
had me covered. And guess what
Understood.
I found? Oh, I found my sweet little
That's when you found your okay,
there.
which
Yeah,
you may not have had time for if you've been doing the readings. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
I understand.
But
Yep.
my point is I was so
Shifting.
happy.
Yes.
And all I
Yeah.
could think was, Lisa, you need to follow that joy. Follow that joy.
Absolutely.
That's what you
Absolutely.
want.
Yep. And that's really what I feel like when I'm having shows and learning and having new people come on, and it makes me so happy. It really, really does. And you know, I see commonalities and I see big differences as well. And all of it just brings this community into such wonderful alignment for all of us, because we all have something different that we bring in. So that's fabulous.
Really
I'm
true.
so happy. That's great. Jane, I did not know you did do automatic automatic drawing. Okay.
They're beautiful. They're like these,
Right.
I don't want to say Mandelas because that's not what she calls them, but they're really
Okay.
neat. I think she's working on
Wow.
something too. She's working on a really cool project as well with them.
That is
But
awesome.
I'll let her tell you on your show.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've had her on before, and I'm planning on having her on again, because I just love
love it.
everybody. But that's great. All
She's
right.
terrific, isn't she?
Here she is. I
Yeah.
love her energy. She's beautiful. All right, so I'm going to open up some of the questions here. And if anybody has any more that they'd like to put up, I've got 4 questions. I would say maybe 4 more we could take. I don't want to, be too. And then if we have any time at the end, we can do that. And Kiba, I have yours from Mom Says You Want One. So we'll do that. All right, Dana. It's good to see you, Dana. Thanks for coming by. And by the way, everybody needs to go over to Lisa's channel under Zina's Place. How do you say the last name? Laughbaum? Or
Laughbaum, yeah.
It is Laughbaum. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you can't find her for some reason, well, it's in the information, but you can look under that. Laugh. I love. You know what? I really love that name because it has another. Oh wow!
I have a business called Laughing Tree Productions. Because how do you not do something with that name?
No, it's perfect. It's so perfect. Honestly, it's my favorite thing to do is to laugh. Honestly,
Dana, of all things, I think she already knows. I have a song, right, that we wrote. I only wrote 3 songs in my life, and one of them is named Dana.
Oh,
and it's all about a spirit who comes and visits a gal and takes her off to heaven.
Oh,
is that crazy?
That's beautiful. Really?
I could sing it, but I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But
you can give us a little taste of it if you'd like to. It's your song.
I'll try.
Okay.
What I have to do is I have to do because otherwise you don't know how it's going in my head, right?
Right, right.
Lyrics. I was woken up late last night, felt somebody just standing by my bed. She said, when I looked, everything was clear, but I know he was standing here. She said, bam, 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 bam. He's been gone nearly 20 years. This she said as she wiped away her tears. Bam, 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 bam. Yesterday he was on my mind. I was dreaming about the night we'd wed. She said, I know you think that I've lost my mind, but he spoke so gently and so kind. She said, bam, 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 bam. He said he's come to take me home. He'd never let me go alone. Late that night, his name she called. I heard her halfway down the hall. She died that night in her sleep. I prayed the Lord her soul to keep. And here comes the chorus. Ready, Dana? She cried out, Dana.
All right.
Cried out, Dana. She died that night in her sleep. I prayed the Lord her soul to keep. Yeah. Anyway, it goes on.
I love that. What a
funny
tune.
And it's nice because it's about a love who comes back, to come back and get his loved one.
Absolutely.
Whose name was
Yeah. It puts me in mind. Well, it's this one's a little more morbid, but it was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day.
Oh, I love her. Now that's Mom coming through. My mom used to sing that song so much.
Did she really?
I love that song.
How about the Harper Valley PTA? Did she sing that too?
I don't think she sang that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was the other one. It's the what's the hook on that one at the end?
The way my mama sucked it too. The Harper Valley PTA.
Oh, PTA. Oh, yeah. Same gal though, right? I was thinking of that song still. Yeah.
So much fun.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and do Lenormand. Is there?
All right.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, Dana. I just split the deck a little bit. It looks like you're about to receive some sort of gift.
Ooh, there you go.
It's coming right to you, dear. See that? There you are. So you're just the next one. Oh, and it's the key to success.
Look at that.
It has something to do with either, this is the card often, Allie, that I get for this group here, right? Because it's called garden party, and it does mean like a gathering of like-minded folks. It can often mean a wedding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, but it looks like it's going to be a lucky gathering for you, Dana. So there's going to be some sort of gift coming through. And you know what? It could even be a gift that you're giving to yourself. I kind of hear that as well because, really, and it's lucky timing. And, well, it looks like maybe it's a lucky proposal. For me today, like I just booked a couple of things because, I want to go. I'm giving it to myself.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it.
That's right. We have to take care of our own needs. Yep.
Sorry, I'm going to stop, but it looks to me like it's a gift from your partner, whoever that might be. And again, it doesn't have to be, it could be you.
Could be you. Yep. And I go along with this completely. I just pulled one card, but it's Shooting Star, and it's quick action, wish granted. And it also says passing through enterprising and brilliant. So it looks like the shooting star is on its way to you. And it sounds like a lot of fun from what Lisa says.
It's going to be lucky and quick. So just make sure
you quick. That's right. That's right. Don't blink because you may not see it. Yep. It's going to be that quick. Well, that's awesome. All right. Hello, beautiful glittery rose. I love your picture. You met a guy. Okay. We are talking at the moment. Do I have a future with him? All right.
I love Lenormand for love readings. I love love readings. Yeah. Because there are a few things in this one that make it pretty easy to figure out what's going on, right? There's you, of course, there's the partner, and there's the heart. And so whatever's around a lot of that stuff, and how close the partner is to you also matters, and all kinds of great things in Lenormand. So let's see.
Oh, look, Dana's son is getting married. There you go.
Well, that's oh my gosh, and didn't it come up? It was the proposal with the. Yep, that's a wedding. That's a wedding.
Sorry, I get excited and I try to find when I see those things. I like those validations. That's great.
Of course, it just means hey, you're on the right track.
Awesome.
You're not just talking for nothing.
Yep.
Okay, glittery rose. I met a guy. Hold on, I want to clear this energy real quick. Okay, we're talking at the moment. Do I have a future with him? All right, let's see. Well, it's a growing experience no matter what. Okay, so just don't forget that's what's on the bottom of the deck. Is that it's a growing experience. You're learning about yourself, putting down roots, learning how to produce your own fruit. Being a well-established member of society, kind of thing. Okay, so that's sort of that's the gist. That doesn't have much to do with love, but let's see what happens here. It is the key to success, though. It's right next to there. So just make sure you keep working on yourself. No matter what happens with this thing, you just keep working on yourself. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah. Okay. So this is interesting. So right around the heart, there have been mountains. Has it been sort of like, well, 2 years of coronavirus? I could say that just personally, right?
Really?
2 years of whatever, but there's your heart. And then a best friend is coming in. And are you guys chatting? You're chatting on, it looks like you're chatting, right? You're talking, right? That's how things go now. You're not like talking, you're texting. Yeah. Okay, so let's just see. And then I'm going to go see what, so yeah, it was a luck. Oh, you think it's lucky. Yeah, it was a lucky, break that you met him. And you feel like it's sunshine. So you're really enjoying him. Let's see if he's enjoying you. Yeah, he thinks, yeah, oh my.
Wow.
I love oh my's.
Yeah.
So the lily is an interesting card. I think he's taking care of your needs. Let's just put it that way, okay? In all forms, all right? And that's him, okay? And he's proposing. He's got gifts for you. He's going to turn you into... Yeah, he's going to take you on a trip. Is he asking you about a trip? Like a trip for lovebirds? There's going to be a big change, a long journey to love. So maybe what I'm hearing, though, is that, so there is something, there needs to be a change in order for you guys to become lovebirds. That's what I'm hearing. There needs to be some sort of clearing, right? That's this one. And it's going to take a little bit, but there's definitely stuff there. I get the feeling, yeah. Anyway, entertainment purposes only. What do you see?
Well, and I see it bearing fruit here. It looks like it's bearing fruit, but I do see a card that says Dear John, and it isn't necessarily that you will be writing a Dear John letter, but you need to set boundaries. There's some boundary setting that needs to be done, and some kind of, it's not you, it's me, so you'll need to work together in order to make this happen, and you'll need to have clear communication. That's what I see. But it can bear fruit, but it may end up that you want to make sure that you're always aware that you need to set your boundaries and, communicate, because that's going to be an important issue.
Don't you think it's interesting? We both got that card. So that was the one that it was all about, right?
Yeah.
And I think I want to just remind you that's really that's you. That's you growing. Okay. So whatever happens in this, it's a growth experience.
You will grow.
Yeah.
You will grow. Absolutely.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you, Rose.
Fabulous. Marlene, yes, you can ask a question. I'm going to say that that's probably the last one if you want to go ahead and do that. All right. Thank you, Glittery Rose. Good luck.
Hi, everybody in the chat. I feel like I'm so involved over here. How do you do it? I don't know how you do it. You're amazing at it.
It's a lot of bouncing. Yeah.
I was watching.
It's all those, it's teaching online for all those years, I guess.
I bet you're right. See, the 10,000 hours comes through.
Oh, yeah. Woo. So Marsha Green is Kiba Lyon's mom, and she is over at her place, and she'd like a reading. Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and shuffle these a little more. Hi, Kiba.
Right. Hi, Kiba. Right. I see you.
Is there any particular, subject?
Area?
Yeah.
Any area, Kiba? Let us know. Or if it's just you want. All right.
Well, it's easy to have a nice time here, Allie. You're so welcoming.
Well, you're so kind. Thank you. I just love everybody here. Everybody is so kind to each other, and that makes a big difference. Yeah. So, Kiba, if you have something in particular, or do you just want a regular? She gave you your food and went back home. Okay. So she might be driving. So we'll just give you a spiritual message. I think that's what you wanted. Yeah. Okay.
And it's about what you're manifesting, and possibly even within this next lunar cycle. For me, for the moon, I feel like especially it's just a timing card. Something about your house. Is there a change coming in your home, hun? It says, well, here, let me just see what it says right around you. Something about a new something. Hold on.
Happy card she wants.
That's far away from you. So hold on.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a while ago. Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. Woohoo! All right. Right in front of you is the heart card, right, Kiba? I think if I'm not mistaken, Kiba's looking for love. Looking for love. I think if I remember right. And there you are, Kiba. And it's you're about to again, this is finding the thing that makes you blossom and bloom, right? You are a flower that needs to be watered and occasionally manured, but right? It takes all things to make this bloom and blossom. And it's a bit of a journey. You've got a journey coming, and there are a few things that aren't so fun, honey. It just is the way it is. These are life things, right? The whip and the cross and the learning. But then, so did you see that? I love it. I didn't even look. Thank you, Zina. You're just, and there, of course, because who's watching out for you, right? There's the fox. All right. It's going to be a bit of a journey. It's going to feel like you got to really crack that whip. It's what you signed on for. All this education, I think you're learning right now, if I'm not mistaken, honey. I do think that's true for you. And once you're done with all of that, you'll then get this proposal that will allow you to, a whole new beginning. And personally, I think climb over the mountains with the guide of spirit. Yeah. So I think you're coming into your own, my dear.
Very good. Well, Kiba, I'm being told that you need to, quote, check the fine print, which may not be in writing, but it's, look closer, make sure you pick somebody that you really, don't be, love's first blush sometimes has us not look at the warts or things that aren't so good. Pay attention and read between the lines, because right now you've had a period of inactivity and isolation, and you're feeling like you're in an emotional desert. And that's understandable, because as Lisa said, we've been in this COVID thing for so long. But look at this. You're going to find your twin flame. Woo!
I love it. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look, and I just look down and boom, right there. Yep, the wish card.
Absolutely. Look at the wish card. Oh, my God. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Just, don't rush things. Don't rush things.
She has to take, it's like, right? Aren't you seeing that too? It's like
Yes,
there are these steps, there are these few things you have to
there are
get
steps.
first.
Yep.
Because you're not ready for that person yet.
Right. Yeah. But you will be when the time comes. So make
Yes,
sure
you
you.
will,
Yeah.
hugely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a twin flame is the person that you're meant to be with in this life. Yeah. And so it sounds like that person is out there waiting for you. Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
Love it.
Oh my goodness. That's great. All right. Oh, and, Sharon's on here, Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot, and she's was a teacher since 1980. And she was saying, how many hours has she taught? You know, I said, how many kids have you taught? That's the thing. It's when you get the kids of kids or their grandkids or something like that. Then you know, wow. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And yes, I agree. Lisa's energy is just beautiful.
Oh,
And
thanks.
so,
I'm so glad to be here. Just so
yeah,
glad
we're glad you're here. Absolutely.
like I said, my happy place being online or just doing it seems
Yeah.
right now doing anything that has to do with spirituality.
It does. It brings up our vibes.
Yeah.
And we can't help but be happy because it really does the work that it's meant to do.
Today I actually did some Kundalini yoga and some meditation. Did you hear that, Jane?
Just be careful. You don't want to bring it up too fast because, you know, boing. But yes, that's really good for you.
It was
really
breathing,
is.
all about breathing. Sorry.
It's all about
Kundalini
breathing.
has other, I guess, other connotations as well. Is that true?
Well, yeah, because it's the coiled snake, you know, and it comes up, and if you can't let it rise too fast, it's not that you're going to go crazy, but you don't want to because I think you feel almost as though you're on drugs. That's what I hear anyway. I think you probably can, Debbie Fitzsimmons. She's saying, can you have more than one twin flame in a lifetime? And I'm wondering too, you know, they always say the same with soulmates. And I'm thinking at the same time, it could also be a person that, oh, look at that.
And yeah, I think you can have more than one because they are mountains, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just mountains. They're, you know, that as much as, because relationships are work, regardless. Your twin flame is going to be work too, regardless.
It is. Yeah. It's not a panacea. It's not going to be perfect. You know, there is work to do. Hello, Kevin. It's nice to see you. And hello, Debbie. Yeah. All right. So Libra Lady wonders if there might be a message from her mother. We're bringing in the moms today. Got my mother here. You got Zina here.
Yeah.
Her name was Hilma Emma, but she went by Emmy. She passed 4 years ago, 6 months before Libra Lady's husband passed. All right. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kaz.
I'm going to keep with Lenormand. I heard Mama Bear card. What's around the Mama Bear card? I could go to Kipper, but I just feel like sometimes my Kipper deck is just so stark, and I think it's easier for people who've passed to communicate through Lenormand.
I agree.
I'm going to just stick with that.
Okay. Sue, wow. I did not know that a twin flame is not necessarily a romantic partner. Okay. But it might be somebody that you just feel really in touch with. Yeah. Okay.
So it's interesting because this is the Book of Secrets, right?
Okay.
So let's see what secrets.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of secrets are there to be revealed?
All right. I'm going to go and look for, like I said, yeah. Oh my. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to have to go from right here. I get the feeling she's just confirming her passing because look, Mama Bear passing. Do you see that?
Oh, yes.
That's just what I'm hearing that indeed it's coming through that's Mama Bear. And it's about that she's so it's funny. I'm getting the fox again. I don't know. Allie, I don't, lately the fox has been coming through on my channel when I'm on Jane's channel. I feel like it's this spirit guide. So I'm here. What I'm hearing is, all right. So here's your mom, right? Ending, and then at the house that she's definitely watching over you. Do you see it? Because then there you are, right? And she's sending you these surprising messages. They're gifts. She's leaving you gifts. you have to come up with some sort of agreement as to what it is you're interested in seeing, and she'll be able to partner with you on it. But right now she can't really do it because it's cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for messages from your mom, is it a clover? Do you guys have something to do? It's always something small and something that comes quickly, like hummingbirds, rainbows. This is what she's saying. She's saying, look for these signs, these quick little signs that they come quickly. And they'll point you in a new direction to the new beginning. But you need to start really, and follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Yeah. Oh. She's sending you all kinds of signs, is what I'm hearing. She's just sending you lots of signs, and you just have to get that they're you have to make an agreement as to what the sign is, and you're going to see how often she comes through.
Wow. Well, I got some similar information. I have here that she wants you to take a risk, but watch out for third-party interference. That's going to be important. Somebody may try to step in or either that or say, no, that's not your mother, or that's not. Yeah. But look, I got the heart too. And it's the healing heart. She's saying here, love and accept yourself and accept, your place in the world. But the heart, her golden heart is put out to you. And she's wanting you to know that she's with you all the time. And I'm guessing she's probably also busy with your husband over there, waiting on you or checking on you or one of those wonderful things. Because,
wait a minute, her husband's over there too?
Her husband's over there.
That's what did I not? Oh my gosh, I'm getting really chilly. Did you not see that? Yeah, that the gift of the partner too. Look, her partner's there as well. See, I didn't get that, but that's, wow.
Her husband passed 6 months. Her mom passed 6 months before her husband.
I didn't see that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
Right in the cloud. Whoa.
I love that. When you come up with that kind of an aha, you might see it, but you don't, so that's really cool. They are there for you. Wow. That's awesome. Perfect. Thanks, Libra lady. Beautiful kitty cat there. Just lovely. All right. Andrea is asking this question of you. And so I stuck it in with the questions because she wants to know about it. Yeah.
So right now, the reason I have so much time to put energy towards other things is that I'm in a holding pattern. We're just waiting on some county papers and making sure that the lots are legal. And then, it should be going pretty soon. I'm hoping September, but again.
So what are you doing? Are you setting up a community? Is that what you're doing, Lisa?
It's funny. It depends on I'm one of those in the moment kind of people. So
I understand.
Once the land closes, my goal is to help kids who are aging out of the foster care system. There's a program here in California called Home Key, and I'd like to provide tiny homes for them, and then that will help me open up an artist community on the top level of the land. So where artists can live in the tiny homes.
I love that. Yes.
It's there.
You know who has Joyce Menard? She writes a lot of books. She's been around for quite a while. She wrote I think it's Independence Day. She's written a lot of different books. Anyway, she has a place in Guatemala called on Lake Atilian or something, but she has all kinds of small buildings, outbuildings. She has some of those gypsy cavern things that people live in. Yeah, I know.
Caravans.
Yeah, the caravan, like in The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. And I've always wanted to have a tiny home somewhere. Problem here in Washington is you can't. They don't allow it.
So I got very, very excited and motivated to help the tiny home industry as well. Went out and got signatures. Yeah, the legislation right now really definitely needs some help. It's really interesting because here we are, we're trying to affect change and get affordable housing out to kids and younger people and people and seniors. Yeah. In order to get a tiny home on your property, you have to own a big home first.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Doesn't to me either. Yeah.
So we're trying to affect some change there.
That's good. I hope you do, because it's a beautiful idea. It's a beautiful idea. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thanks, Andrea, for asking.
Yeah. So we have Connie B. Hi, Connie B. You must be winding down your school year. She would love a reading. All right.
A love reading, I think. Am I right?
Oh, I love reading. There you go.
Crazy,
See,
right?
now you see some things and I see others.
I'm
There
telling
you
you.
go.
It's pretty nutty. I think it's weird how sometimes you'll read it and you just don't even read what's there.
I know.
And you'll read it and you're like, what? Didn't I read that? Didn't I just read that? Yeah, it's very strange. All right. So a love reading, which I love. Again, I love Lenormand for
Love a
love.
love reading. Yep.
They're fun. All right. Let me get some energy out of here. Shuffle a little more. And this is for Connie B. Thanks for being here, Connie B. All right. So nice to meet so many new friends.
I know. And please make sure you go over to Zina's place and sign up for her channel. She's fabulous. And she also works with her sister-in-law, Jane, on Jane's channel as well.
On Thursdays, always fun. In the morning. Yeah. Got to get my clothespins out for my eyes because. All right.
That's right, because Jane is East Coast time, right?
Yeah. I always look so beautiful on her show. Okay, so I'm going to say, Connie B, whatever's happening right now, this is, you're growing, you're coming into your own. Okay. The lily again is especially in a love reading is you deserve to be treated like this beautiful flower, right? That's what I get when it's a love reading. You deserve to be watered, fed, taken care of, blossoming. You're just, the relationship hopefully is going to make you blossom. Let's see what's coming up inside there.
Okay.
Oh, so are you living in a home right now with a best friend who's a partner? Because that's what I'm saying at the very beginning. Like when it happens like that, it's kind of weird, right? So here you are growing in, in your home, right? There's a best friend, and then right next to the partner. So either it's coming in a letter soon, that's or maybe you're looking for a change. Maybe that's sort of what's going on right now, and you're looking for a change. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a new beginning.
Her son's living with her.
Oh,
yeah. Yep. There they are.
Yeah, there he is, and it's causing a bit of issues, right? I had that. It's very hard to date and live with your son. Right. So it's making
or just live with your son.
All right. Yeah. Now, so you've got some. So right around you, there's the Book of Secrets again. I would start journaling if I were you. It's like or reading. I don't want to say self-help books, but it's kind of like that, right? Start delving into you. Because there's some things that you feel like there's some things that are stopping you from having this songbird type relationship, right? When we're talking about relationships and love, to me, this when the birds come up, it really is you're craving that new love excitement, the lovebird excitement, right? Yeah. Sure. So let me just see. So, but it looks like you're going to have some abundance coming up here real quickly. Hold on, and then right around you're going to have to take a new pathway, sweetie. And I don't know, it manifest. It's either going to happen in a lunar cycle, right? Or when you're manifesting it in the time you want it to happen. But in order for the love to come, you've got to take this path, and it's going to appear. It's the key to your success, and it's a brand new beginning. And of course, it's what you manifest. Dream is a wish your heart makes, right? So manifest.
Did you have the book at the beginning, the Book of Secrets? Did you have
I did have the book. Yes, I did.
She has written a book, and she is looking for an editor for it. And it is about her ancestors, actually. So she says she's going to see her editors in Albuquerque next week. So yeah, I think that came through. Yeah, I think that was something.
I think that did. You're welcome.
Woohoo! She understands. Yep.
I think that's great. And and that also brings up this whole thing about the free and the paid. There really is a difference between sitting there with somebody's undivided attention where they're just thinking of nothing but you, and you can just give that energy right back. I think it's just as valuable as let's say like I don't know, a music lesson or an hour of psychiatry or whatever it is. It really is. There's value there. So I think
there is value. Yep.
I really do feel that.
So I get the sword and the scales, Connie. I get here that truth and due process will come out here, and fair and square, fair play, legal matters. I see that. And also kinship with your community and your group. So maybe that is your editors. You'll have some sort of kinship with them, and you will have the royal you. You are, treat yourself like royalty because you are the real deal. Look at that. Look.
Dang.
I love it.
So
love
cute.
that. Yeah. When that
Cute.
happens. So cool. Yep. Absolutely. All right. All right. We got two more here. We got, let's see, Marlene.
All right.
She wants to know if she's going to be purchasing a floor weaving loom. Mm-hmm. I got my cards.
Are you okay? Good. I'm going to say that. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
So, dear spirit of the pendulum, I appreciate so much, and I'm so glad you're here in my life now. Please tell me, will Marlene Audette be purchasing a floor weaving loom? And it's pretty calibrated because I was using it just before I got here. So let's see. Okay, so a floor weaving loom. I'm going to say that's an affirmative.
Looks good.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Fun. See, that's what I mean. You got to follow the joy, friends. Follow the joy.
It really is. Yeah. I know you've had this on your mind for a long time, Marlene, and it looks really good. So keep, yeah. Hi, Kelly. Thanks so much for coming through.
What's a floor weaving loom? That's what I thought.
Oh,
it must mean something that you make blankets on. Or?
I think so. It's a loom that you, blankets or things like that. Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It is. All right. Pierrette wonders if we can have a card for her on what surprises this month.
Okay. Well, you know what I think I'll do then? Let me look around the rider card. The rider is a lady who's riding with a packet on, and she's riding on a unicorn coming in fast.
So, okay. See. Yeah.
Pierrette. I like your name too, Pierrette.
I know. Isn't it pretty? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is interesting on the bottom. Well, that's a month, right? Coming in a month. What's going on for Zina? This is her timing card for sure. Okay. All right. So, oh my gosh. And she's just like, okay, let's just tell her. In the month, here you are, right? You're I can tell even just by your picture, you're this beautiful blossoming lady, right? In a mature woman. With a flower to offer, little bees around, you know what I'm saying, right? Like just what do I want to say? You flowered, you're blossoming. You even have one more blossom to go, right? And there's the little message. It's going to be some sort of surprise proposal about some kind of authority. It could be business, right? Sometimes the bear can have to do with business. An ending to something, but it's a lucky ending. Okay, so it's a lucky ending to some sort of authority, either authority figure or authority, I don't know, something that's been holding you back. The man. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
But it's always fun to blame. Yeah.
I'm the man. But it's going to be a lucky stroke. So just go with it. Just go with it. Oh, and it brings abundance. That's
what I got. Prosperity. That's exactly what I got for the last card. Abundance and success. I get here that you are mastering what you're doing right now, Pierrette. That you have been using your discipline and working smart, and you are learning a skill. You're in the flow, and it will bring you all of this abundance. So it's
love it. Love it.
Fabulous.
Huzzah.
I want to shout out to Karen of Starseed. She is here in the chat right now, Starseed Awakening, and she has a GoFundMe because her partner is having some medical issues. So I want to send all kinds of love to him and her, and also to go over to GoFundMe if you can, and see if you could, even $1, even $5 helps. So yes, absolutely.
Love it.
And we send lots of love over. That hour went by.
That did go by quickly. Oh, I thought yeah, you're okay.
Am I frozen?
You're frozen.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
the way it catches back up, it shows you every video that you've missed within that. You know, what is it? It's so funny.
It's like the Munchkins, right? Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Thank you, Lisa. I just love this so much. We have a lot in common, which I should tell you. When my dad died, my mom had passed first. And the day of the funeral, we walked out the front door, and what was in the sky but a double rainbow? There was a double rainbow. And I knew it was both of them were together. And we went up to the cemetery, and it was November in New England. And there was a growing rose on the cemetery, on the grave, in front of the grave.
In the middle of winter.
In the middle of winter. And it was growing. Yeah, it was beautiful. And so, yes, I always follow all that. And I'm big on rainbows as well. So there's another commonality that we have in a lot of ways. So that's so wonderful.
Well, thanks, Sally. Just
thank you.
So wonderful to be here.
Thank you. I had a wonderful time, and thank you all in the chat for coming by and welcoming Lisa. Go over and check out Zina's place, please. And you can also catch her on Jane the Seekers on Thursdays. She goes on there with her. Bye-bye.
Bye.